Okay, so now we are going to attach the nameplates to the side of the locomotive, and I think the trick here is obviously good measuring up of where it's going to come. The idea is that I want to have it in the center between the front and rear of the tanks. This is the center line here, and in the center line of the depth of the tank, so around here somewhere. I'm going to crack on with masking tape, tape everything up, off, measure up, and then we can glue the nameplate to the side of the locomotive, obviously on both sides. Okay, so we've measured it up. So what have we got here on the tape? These two bits of tape here were just guidelines to measure a center line. Then I measured back up the half width of the nameplate, and so this is the upper line of where the nameplate is coming. This one is a guideline as well, where I measured the center line. I know what the center line is horizontally, so I measured back the half the width of the nameplate, and then we get this line. So this is the, as we look at it, the top left corner of the nameplate. So he's going to be coming in like so, and once there I've actually measured, and it is dead center of this piece of the tank side, which is where I wanted it. All that's left now to do is degrease the rear of the nameplate, lightly degrease this particular section of the side tank, key up this side of the number plate with 240, and then I'm going to be using a very small amount of epoxy on the back, and then we'll carefully put it on and then clamp them with fingers crossed, and then we should be okay. So we'll crack on with that. Hope you guys can see this. Let's get cracking. Let's put some glue on this one, on this bit of wire, just a very small amount. Okay, here we go. Have a look. Okay, I'm happy. Okay, what I'll try and do is take that masking tape off without disturbing the nameplate. Okay, they're the two most important ones, but we'll get rid of the other ones just in case. Alright, well that was quite exciting, getting that just right without having to move it and putting the clamps on and everything. So we'll let that set, take it all off, have a quick look-see, not that we can do anything, and then we'll crack on and do the other side. So there it is. Wilhelmina, the first left hand side done. I'm very happy with that, no problem at all. So what we'll do is I'll do the other side exactly the same, and then we'll get back to you. So this is the other side. I'll just remove the clamps. And the last bit of tape. There we are. Job done. Well, I think we're almost ready to marry the body with the chassis again. We'll just let this thoroughly harden first, and then we'll carry on with that. So we're almost ready to marry the body again to the chassis, hopefully for the last time. But before I do that, what I want to actually do is go over the bodywork of the locomotive with some car polish. I'll put a link to a film that Roundhouse published a while back, and it shows a sort of speeded up building of one of them locomotives, the Double Fairleigh, David Lloyd George. And towards the end of that film, you see the technician going over the bodywork of the locomotive with some car polish. So I thought I'd do the same. I'll obviously, once it's mounted and everything, I'll go over it again. But I just, because I've been handling the bodywork quite a bit, putting on all these extra details, I thought I'd give it a go now. So we'll crack on with that. Of course, there's lots of nooks and crannies to do. Just a question of just getting a thin layer of the wax everywhere if you can. So let that dry off and then polish it up. Finished the polishing. There we go. All done. So we've got the front mounting bolts loosely in the holes there. So let's see if we can do this as carefully as possible. Okay, just need to feel that the nuts are on the inside. Yep, okay, so we'll fit the rear mounting bolts in and away we go. So just the last bolt. And there we are. It's on. Well pleased. I'll bring the camera down for another view. Well pleased with that. The eagle-eyed may have noticed that the I painted a number of the pipes in the cab matte black to try and tone that down a bit. So the body's on, the end of the tunnel is in sight. So we'll crack on.